the Hornby 4-pin chips are very, very good, in my opinion, for hard wiring locomotives that are not billed as being DCC ready. I actually hardwired this class 8 here, 08243. It's a Bachmann class 8, but it's before they made them DCC ready, so there's no socket in there at all. And I'm going to show you how I've done it, and also what I will do is I'll put an affiliate link down below. So these particular chips, I've found you can get them for as low as £12 a chip, and they're so easy to use for hard wiring. Obviously you can use them for the locos they're designed for, like the W4 Peckett and the Hornby Sentinel shunter, but for other locomotives, let's not mess about with these big bulky 8-pin wiring harness things. No, Hornby 4-pin decoder, get straight in there. So if you're struggling to find a good source for these, then do check out the affiliate links down below, and then that's a way of helping the channel, but that's me helping you by pointing you to the cheapest option that I have found to buy these chips, which is from Hatton's. But I'm going to pause now and I'm going to whip the lid off there. I want to show you how I've done it. Wondering how to get into the Bachmann class 8s, I've just got it here now upside down. I've levered out the back coupling and you'll see there's a screw in a recess in the middle. Now it can be sometimes quite tricky because you see all of these other screws, and there's another couple hidden underneath the air tanks at the front, and you start whipping all these out, not really quite sure how to get the lid off. All you need is that one screw, and then just down there's a little clip that you can lever away, and then the whole body comes off. Voila, undone that screw, lift that out, and you'll see it's just clipped in at the front. You may find that there's a little bit of wire that you need to just lever out, and then it all just lifts right out. So I'm going to move the lid out of the way. I'm just going to put that there. This is just my test track, the programming track. And what I want to show you here is, quite simply, you'll have two wires that come off the motor contacts. One on this side, and if we turn it over, you can see they're going to the other side. Those two you solder to the two wires. They're color-coded on the actual 4-pin chip. You can look up online and it tells you which wires go to where. But you can see there, the sort of the orange wire and the grey wire on this are the ones that go to the motor. And then you've also got a black wire and a red wire. And those, you've got some other wires coming up from the bottom here. You see just down there, and on the other side, just there at the top of my thumb, those are the wires which come up from the pickups. So with those, what you need to do is clip them off and then wire in the red and black wires from the DCC decoder. Now that mess with sellotape is really just what I've done is I've put a little piece of sellotape around where I've soldered wire to wire, and you've got like a little blob of solder and the two wires soldered together. You don't want those to touch, to short out, so I just put a little bit of sellotape around it, and that just insulates them from being able to short out. And then you have like a little bit of a circuit board is screwed to these two screws on top of here. You'll find that then is not attached to anything, so you can unscrew it, bin it, and then the space where it was is perfect to put the chip. And you can see there is the Hornby 4-pin chip, bish bash bosh, fits perfectly. And then you can make sure all these wires are down and into place, put the lid back on, And there is your hardwired, in this case, Bachmann Class 8 diesel shunter. These are obviously the earlier ones, which were not DCC ready. And there's quite a lot like that, actually. Going through my collection, I've got quite a few, including things like, the rail freight distribution liveried one, the early EWS one. There's also the Engineers Grey one, Intercity, I think it's 08-800. There's an awful lot of these that are not DCC ready, and this is how I've chipped this one. And in the past as well, I've used the same technique to, you can see there, it's sat quite happily on that siding. That's 08507 in the weathered blue livery, and it's like a faded weathered blue. It was done as a Bachmann Collectors Club exclusive quite a long time ago now, and I love that loco, but it's not DCC ready. But with the aid of a Hornby 4-pin decoder for £12 from Hatton's, follow the affiliated links below if you're having trouble trying to get hold of those. And it's just the easiest job in the world. I'd say probably it took me no more than 3 minutes to do that, and that included the time taken to wait for the soldering iron to warm up. It really is that simple. I've also used this method to DCC fit other locomotives, so I'm just looking through my stash of locos up here. So what I'm going to do, just going to pull this out. This again, another one of my favourite types of locos, the Hornby XL&Y Pug. In this particular instance, 51231, and you can just about see in there where I've tucked the chip up against the underside of the roof. And these again, really easy. Took about 3 minutes to DCC hardwire using the Hornby 4-pin chip. And actually, in these cases, the cabs, they're just held on by a few clips underneath there. You unclip it and the whole cab just comes off, and you can see the wires going to the actual motor, and it makes it so simple. So really simple DCC fitting of these. Now sometimes they do benefit from a stay alive capacitor because they're short wheelbase and they are prone to stalling, but again, you can fit that in. Use these crew figures to hide things. We've got some crew figures coming from company Hardy's Hobbies, so we'll be reviewing them, but they will hopefully give a good opportunity to be able to hide, amongst other things, where you've hardwired locomotives of a vintage like these. But thanks again for joining me for this update video here in the loft on Wareyard with me, Jenny Kirk. It's been really great to have your company. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share it too, and also don't forget we've got videos going up on Wednesdays and Fridays, and we've got the Jenny Monday Club every single Monday. You're more than welcome to join us. It's always great to have your company. But until then, you take really good care of yourself. This is me, Jenny Kirk, saying bye for now. Today's video has been brought to you in part thanks to the generous donation of my fans on Patreon, and a huge thanks goes out to Anthony Kidson, Mark Anthony, Michael Churchwood, Bob Threeton, Alec Ralph, Anthony Hunt, William Wade, Wayne Johns, and Offshore Alan. If you'd like to help support the show, head on over to patreon.com/Jennifer Kirk. Thank you. Today's video has been brought to you by my books, Bringing Home the Stars, Twinkle Little Star, and also you can get the complete comic collections of All Over the House, Books 1, Books 2, and also the wacky zany Life of Knobty Mouse. Thanks, and catch you later.